Are you still struggling with your shooting? Are you not confident still? Are you trying to figure out your form? Well, don't worry, I got you. What's going on, guys? This is Coach Kyle, and today we're going to be talking about the 3 F's of shooting. Now, as we get into our shot, everyone is going to shoot different. You look at the league, the NBA, every shooter has a different shot, but we want these 3 F's to be a major factor in the way you shoot. The first one is going to be fluidity. Can you get the ball in and out of your hands effectively? Now, if you have some sort of hitch, that defender is going to be able to recover. So you want to be able to deliver the ball off the dribble, floor to follow through in a nice and fluid manner. You want to be able to get that ball into your hands and up, right? Nice and fluid, right? That flow is going to be the most important part of your shot. The longer it takes, the more time the defender has to close the distance. The longer it takes for you to shoot, now you lost all that momentum. Especially if you're trying to shoot from range, you're gonna need as much flow as possible. Some drills that we can do to work on flow. You wanna go ahead and look at floor touches. So we can go on one leg and get right into our shot. You can go 2 feet on the ground, touch the floor, and then up into your shot, right? All one motion if possible. We're gonna go ahead and rep this out a couple times. We're gonna go one leg, boom, balance, and then up into your shot. Now 2 feet, but notice how that ball came up into our shot. One fluid motion. Think floor to follow through. Now off a catch, it's gonna be really simple. You wanna go ahead and jam that foot. As soon as that foot jams, you're right up into your shot. If you sort of delay, that defender is gonna have time. So go ahead and jam that foot, boom, and then we're right into our shot. Now the second F that we're gonna look at is fingers. I study shooting all the time, and whenever a player is struggling, I stand right behind them, turn on my camera, and record in slow motion. And oftentimes, you will see players releasing the ball off the wrong fingers. When this hand starts to slide in, right, the ball will start to roll off different fingers, and then the ball will not spin straight. If you want that perfect backspin, you're gonna want to release off these 2 fingers. Whenever you see players shoot with one hand, they all have a perfect backspin because they're releasing off these 2 fingers. When they have a guide hand, they start to rely on the guide hand a little too much. Thus, boom, letting that ball come off the incorrect fingers. These 2 fingers are gonna be the last 2 fingers that you want coming off the basketball. And then the last letter F is gonna be our follow through. When you follow through, you wanna make sure elbow goes over the eye. If that elbow goes below the eye, you're not gonna be able to shoot over that defender. You're not gonna have the proper arc, the proper trajectory. Whenever you see players shoot, sometimes they drop their follow through. This right here is a bad habit. You wanna go ahead and freeze that follow through. Now, when you shoot the basketball, holding your follow through is not gonna redirect that ball to go back into the hoop. What a follow through does, it ensures a check of what you did right, what you did wrong. I hold my follow through, I notice how my fingers were not in the basket, boom, I can go ahead and correct that. By holding your follow through, it's a check to make sure what you did right, what you did wrong. Also, a follow through ensures that you're on balance. If you shoot and can't hold that follow through, it's because you're not on balance. Even if you fade away, you can still be on balance. Holding that follow through ensures, and it's a check, what you did right, what you did wrong, and if you are on balance. So make sure to check off those 3 F's every time you shoot. Flow, fingers, and follow through.